Take a look. Yeah, the timer's on. Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the shit show. Oh, God, I have a feeling this is going to be. Do my usual checks here to make sure I'm actually... Yeah, I guess I'm live, and going to be doing a live. This is going to be more of a live reaction than it is going to be a play-by-play. As I look here, lately it's just been almost strictly play-by-play. But after last week, the abysmal offensive performance, and I've already got the beer ready. Yes, we fired Matt Canada as offensive coordinator. But I illustrated out there we fired Matt Canada finally. But my thoughts remain, okay, Kenny Pickett has no more excuses. And he literally doesn't. This has got to be these last, we got 7 games left here. He's got a ball. He's got to prove that it was Matt Canada was the problem. So if we're seeing more of this 150 yards or less bullshit, even though he hasn't turned the ball over, and I'll air quote that. Yeah, he didn't turn the ball over in the last 6 games, but he's only thrown 2 touchdown passes in the last 6 games. You expect the defense to carry you all the way to the Super Bowl. This is not the Denver Broncos carrying Peyton Manning, for crying out loud. The other 1 o'clock games here that are going on today, we've got the Saints and the Falcons. That's going to be to determine the pecking order. Who's atop the pecking order in the NFC South? That division sucks. I'm going to be brutal about that. The division sucks. We knew it would. We knew that was probably going to be the worst division out of the 8. And living up to that billing here. And I'm rooting for the Saints to win that one because Arthur Smith needs to be fired here because he sucks. I think a lot of Falcons fans will attest to said statement. Real quick, let's recap what happened in the 4 games prior. Black Friday, the Jets got stompled on like a bunch of Black Friday shoppers here because the Jets have no offense. Tim Boyle is a Boyle that needs removed. They needed a new offensive line. They need a new. They need a new turf for one. Their turf is utter trash. Freaking National Football League here, and you got turf worse than high school fields. So Miami won 34-13, currently sitting atop the AFC as the number 1 seed for now. Baltimore is playing tonight, and a win for Baltimore later will change that. More on that in a second. Thanksgiving Day, Green Bay with an outstanding first quarter, and Detroit could not overcome that. Green Bay wound up winning 29-22. Detroit making asses out of themselves on Thanksgiving Day. I guess some things never change. Then followed by Washington being the utter embarrassment that they are as a team, unfortunately, even though they just got rid of Dan Snyder finally. But got to learn to crawl before you walk here. So Sam Howell wasn't terrible, but it was just here. I don't think he was terrible. I think he'll be okay. However, Deron Bland set an NFL record for 5 pick sixes. That's probably a record that won't be touched in our lifetime, there's still 7 games left there. He could probably wind up with 7 or 8 before the regular season's over. But Dallas winning decisively 45-10. Who saw that coming besides, literally everybody. Washington sucks. They won't be in the playoffs. They fired Jack Del Rio, their defensive coordinator, also their secondary coach. They fired him too. And Ron Rivera will probably be fired at the end of the year as well. On to Seattle and San Francisco. That was not even – it was 31-13. San Francisco, it wasn't even that close. Seattle, red zone offense is bad, and, well, their offense, I guess, in general is bad. Didn't have Kenneth Walker III. That didn't help matters, but that's no excuse. I don't think he would have made a difference anyway, because San Francisco is just playing at a different level right now. They finally found their groove back, I guess. Here, San Francisco dominant. I believe they will face the Eagles next week. That's going to be a very, very interesting game. Very much possible NFC Championship preview. But Seattle got a lot of question marks. They're holding on tight to a playoff spot, but got teams like Green Bay looking to overtake that. They're only a game behind. So now to continue the 1 o'clock games today. We got the Jaguars at the Texans. Very crucial game for both ends of the spectrum. Jacksonville looking to extend their division lead to 2 and even up the series with Houston at 1-1. Houston beat Jacksonville 37-17 earlier this year. Houston looking for a win that would vault them into first place, and they would own the tiebreaker over the Jaguars with a win as a result. Very crucial game. I did think that the Jaguars-Texans was going to be the best game on the card, as far as the NFL card is concerned, that is. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. I think it's going to be like a 31-28 affair, and I think Houston's going to win. Now we go to Tampa and Indianapolis, 2 teams that are outside the playoff picture looking to try to find their way in. Tampa only 1 game back of New Orleans and Atlanta, or tied with Atlanta, but 1 game back of New Orleans, and I believe they won the first affair. So they're very much in the picture. Colts are 1 game out of the wild card, despite not having Anthony Richardson. They get Jonathan Taylor back after the holdout, but it's a must-win for both. It's just to keep any kind of playoff ambitions alive, even though I don't picture either one being there. And now the 1 o'clock games, we have 2 tank bowls today. We got 2 tank bowls on Thanksgiving weekend here. We got first Carolina, who currently owns the number 1, currently in the number 1 slot. The Bears own their pick. And the team that's number 6 in the draft order, and that Tennessee Titans. I expect that game to be really sloppy, but I expect Tennessee to win because they just have a little more talent than Carolina does on offense. Hang on, I got to change something here with this damn lighting. Keeps going in and out. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, bad football. Like we're probably about to watch. Tennessee and Green Bay, or Tennessee and Carolina, I expect to be a very sloppy, very bad game, but I expect like a 20-3 type deal, and Tennessee wins. Speaking of really bad football, we got the Patriots and the Giants playing each other. It's amazing that just only a decade ago, these two were playing each other in the Super Bowl. But the Pats suck. The Giants suck. There's no offense. I would be shocked if either team scores beyond 14 points. I want to score origami. I said 12-11 in my predictions because why the hell not? Currently, I think New England is 4 in the draft order, and the Giants were 5, if I recall right. Take a look at actually, New England, I think, was 3. I take that back. New England was 3, and I think the Giants were 4. in the draft order. So whoever loses this is probably going to get either Drake May or Caleb Williams, depending on the draft stock. Because I'm hearing some early mock drafts, and some guys have Drake May going number 1 overall instead of Caleb. But it's early in the ball game yet for that. We're not even in December yet, so it's a little too early to talk about draft orders. Unless your fan base is of these two teams and these two teams. 4:00 games here before the game gets going here. Here the Chiefs at the Vegas Raiders. Chiefs have the easiest remaining schedule for the year, and I believe it's not even close. Kansas City should be at minimum probably let's say at minimum. They're 7-3 now with 7 to go. I would say probably they're going to be like 11-5 or something like that, because maybe that 5th loss will come in week 17 when they're not playing for anything. Because I still imagine Kansas City is going to be the number 1 overall seed come the playoffs. Speaking of playoffs, the Rams at 4-6 try to keep their playoff ambitions alive with a road division battle at the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals just trying to play spoilers. As of right now, they own the number 2 overall pick. I imagine the Cardinals probably are. They're not looking quarterback. They're probably going to be wanting a wide receiver, as in Marvin Harrison Jr. Rams are trying to find any kind of stability. Here, why is the damn lighting? What the hell's up with the lighting? Must be the TV, I guess. Here, but I have Arizona actually pulling off a surprise upset over the Rams, because I don't think the Rams are consistent to even be considered a playoff team. So I wouldn't be shocked if Arizona pulled off an upset there. On to Cleveland and Denver. Cleveland are currently holding the top wild card spot at number 5 at 7-3, despite not really having any stability on offense, because you don't have Deshaun Watson or Nick Chubb. You're 7-3. And you only won last week because the Steelers had no fucking offense. Denver's offense is, well, okay-ish. Here, Denver on a hot streak. They've won 4 in a row. They've actually been 5-2 since that 70-point debacle in Miami. Been playing better football, and I actually have Denver winning a low-scoring affair between Cleveland and Denver, but I got Denver winning, like a 16-13 in my predictions. Here, because Broncos country, let's ride. Okay, that was the worst. But you know what? At this point, I'm only rooting for Denver because of Brandon Perna, because he's a psycho, but I love it. Just another YouTuber I watch a lot. Brandon Perna's power rankings here is insane, and it's beautiful to watch, to tell you the truth. Anyway, the cap of the 4:30 games here. Bills at Eagles. Eagles trying to be the first team to reach 10 wins and extend their NFC lead as far as the number 1 seed to 2 games, thanks to Detroit shit in the bed, but also keeping their division lead of the NFC East to 2 games, with Dallas still hot on the trail at 8-3. San Fran 8-3. They'll meet next week. I have Philly winning over Buffalo. I just don't trust Buffalo's offense. Just don't. They're suspect as hell still to me. I mean, yeah, they look great against the Jets, but for God's sakes, it's the fucking Jets. I mean, for crying out loud, could the Jets score 20 points on Michigan? So I don't trust Buffalo yet. even though Buffalo is just only a half game out of that wild card, right behind the Steelers and Texans, and Buffalo still has their bye week yet. But I got Philly winning that one. I said 28-20, but I wouldn't be shocked if Philly just flat out cooked them. Speaking of cooked, Brandon Staley needs fired in the worst freaking way. Chargers at 4-6. A lot of talent on that team, and the Chargers are absolute dog water because of Brandon Staley. And let's face it, he needed fired in after Week 18 2 years ago. If not, he should have been fired after the 27-0 blowing a 27-0 lead to the Jaguars in a wild card game. Like, how many more hints do you need that Brandon Staley is a freaking hack? They play the Ravens today, and the Ravens, one of the top defenses in the league, leading the league, I believe, in sacks. Here with 14 different guys recording a sack there, and they don't even have a premier pass rusher, really. And here, which is the amazing part by the Ravens, is that you're getting all these sacks without, like a T.J. Watt or a Myles Garrett-like figure. It's just that everyone's getting to a QB, it seems like. And I can't remember who the coordinator is for the Ravens, but that's an excellent job done by him and that core. And I expect Baltimore to win because the Chargers are going to Charger. Yes, it should be San Diego. Fuck you, Spanos. It still should be the San Diego Chargers, not the LA Chargers. Los Angeles doesn't give a shit about football unless it's USC. I'm like, did they even give a shit that the Rams won the Super Bowl? Well, they might have given a shit more about the Rams, to tell you the truth. Game about to get underway here. Looks like the Steelers will get the ball first, so we're going to see Kenny Pickett first here. As McPherson's going to kick from right to left. And the shit show is underway. It's a little rainy out there, too. As the ball goes to the end zone for a touchback, we're going to probably see at least 10 of those today. Or, well, if there's much scoring, that is. So, Kenny Pickett, 13-9 as a starter. I believe that's misleading. Only 13 career passing touchdowns in 22 starts. Woof. First and 10, Kenny on shotgun with a sidecar to his left. I believe that is Najee from the 25. Delayed hit, fakes the handoff. Finally throws a pass in the middle. The pass is caught by Cam Hayward. Or excuse me, that's Pat Fryermuth for a first down right near midfield. Oh my God. Kenny actually remembers he can actually throw the ball in the middle of the field. He realizes it's not illegal. Stop the freaking presses. Jesus. I forgot if we got Fryermuth back. I've been used to Cam Hayward or Connor Hayward. Kenny under center this time. Now the pitch to Najee. Najee's got to run to his right. He's going to run for about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 as the Steelers enter Bengals territory. Should take a shot for any time Kenny Pickett actually throws the ball in the middle of the field. It'll probably still be sober, but so far he's already thrown one. Kenny shotgun, sidecar to left. Now throws a screen pass. The pass is caught by Deontay Johnson. Deontay is going to be tackled for a significant loss. He's going to lose at least 3 yards. And no, he lost 4. Crud. Just a quick screen pass, and Deontay just kept running sideways after the initial hit. So they're saying he lost about 5 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 12. Kenny now alone in shotgun as these motions Warren to his left. Need the Bengals 41 for a first. Kenny looks. He looks. Fires a quick dump off, and that's to Connor Hayward. Hayward to the 45, and he's going to be tackled 2 yards shy of a first down. And it'll bring up 4th and about 2. Now is Tomlin going to get aggressive and go for it early on? Nope, they're going to bring out the punting unit. And so that brings in Presley Harvin. We're probably going to see him at least 9 times today. And the punt is away. And this is going to go. Oh, did they somehow manage to keep that out of the end zone? No, they're saying that it was a Steeler defender was in the end zone, and he tried to jump and bat it back out. Oh, okay. I see what they're saying. They're saying it was touched by a guy who had already stepped in the end zone. So 12:09 to go in the first. The Bengals will have the ball for the first time. We're going to see Jake Browning in his first NFL start. The defender who touched it here had his foot in the end zone. He came back out, but I guess they're saying if he had stepped in the end zone, then if he touched it, it's a touchback, I guess. You know, I actually forgot. What I normally do is also keep an eye on the out-of-town scores. We only have 5 other games going on. We got 2 tank bowls, a game with 2 teams with somewhat playoff ambitions, a shit division that needs a leader, I guess, as far as the NFC South is concerned, and actually a pretty good game between Jacksonville and Houston. I would not be 100% surprised if we saw these 2 again in mid-January. So far, I know it's early. We've only been only a few minutes in. No one's really scored yet, even though Tampa is driving in Indy territory. I got a feeling I'm probably going to need at least 3 of these before this game is over. We didn't start with a 3 and out, but this time it was just 4 and out. Started with a good 25-ish yard pass to Pat Freiermuth. Here. So we'll see the Bengals. Nice tux, dude. Someone wearing a Bengals tuxedo. Here I saw there, or a robe or some sort. But here's Jake Browning, first career start, undrafted in 2019, coming out of Washington College. He was picked up by the Vikings. Now he's on the Bengals. Takes the snap, and he's under pressure, and fires a pass, and that might have been an incomplete pass or a backwards pass, but it went out of bounds, so it nullifies anything. Browning was under serious duress. He just wanted to get rid of it. So right away, you're already facing some pressure. Which, if you are the Steelers' front 4 here, you got to get the pressure going on a rookie QB, even though he's only 4 years in. And the handoff to Mixon. Mixon goes up the middle, and he's going to get about 3 yards. And bring up a quick 3rd and 7. And we still have Keanu Benton in there. Keanu Benton, a rookie we drafted with our second round pick, I believe. Then we got we got Chicago's first round that got Joey Porter Jr. This was our outright pick. Banana bunch to the left here. Browning alone at shotgun. He's going to look to his left. Still looking. And he's going to be hit. The ball comes loose. TJ Watt with a hit and with a sack and strip. A lineman for the Bengals picks it up, but he's going to lose a bunch of yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And very quickly, the Steelers front four answering the bell. Fortunate bounce for the Bengals that they were able to recover that. Otherwise, the Steelers would have had this in the Bengals red zone. So 4th and 13, so a quick 3 and out there for the Steelers. Forced by the Steelers, that is. And on the return is Austin to the 40, to the 45, and he's tackled at about the Steeler 49-yard line, so excellent field position for the Steelers to start their second drive of the game. We did not see a lot of the Steelers front four getting into DTR last week. Got a flag down, though. I guess a flag came in later. And the holding call on the Steelers here, so that's going to back it up quite a bit. So another sack for TJ Watt, the Steelers' top defenseman. I don't know why I said this defenseman. This is not hockey. But as far as defensively, so far so good against Jake Browning. Looking at Urinate Tree's Twitter account, so we got tank bowls of plenty. Yeah, we got 2 of them. We got 2 of them. We got 4 teams within the top 6. I mean, do you count Carolina because they don't have their first overall pick or first round pick? That belongs to the Bears. That's one I forgot to mention about the Vikings and Bears. That game's gonna be forgetful anyway. The Vikings should win that one 38-3. I mean. Well, maybe not. Actually, I take that back. Maybe that's going to be a little close. I said it was going to be closer. I said it was going to be 23-17 because Chicago actually played pretty darn well last week against Detroit. Should have won that game, period. But, I mean, Chicago's playing a little better. Just they have the same problems they did last year. They're not closing games. They should have won last week. I wouldn't be the least bit shocked if tomorrow night's going to be something similar where it was like, well, shoot, it was a game we should have won. You just got to know how to close games. It's like a baseball team. You have all that. Here, you can have all the great starting pitching you want, but if you don't have guys that can close shit, it doesn't matter. God dang spills. So the Steelers are going to start from their own 29, actually, this time with that holding call. Getting on shotgun. Fakes the handoff, throws a quick pass caught. And that's going to be about a 5-yard gain. That is to George Pickens. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 5 from their own 34. TJ Watt with 12.5 sacks this year, 2nd in the league. Kenny with a quick pitch to Jalen Warren. Warren's going to run to his left, and Warren's going to get to about the 38-yard line for about a 4-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Normally I would have the papers in front of me showing who's who as far as, especially for the opposing team. Decided not to do that here because I feel like this game was going to be more of a reaction than a play-by-play because of how bad the Steelers have been on offense. And this 3rd and 1, Kenny under center. Bootleg right in the pass, quick pass, caught first down to the 40-yard line. It was a quick one to Jalen Warren on the catch. He needed 1, he got 2. They had Jalen Warren going in motion, which gave him the free release. And that was one thing a lot of people were talking about was getting Jalen Warren a lot more involved. Kenny under center again. This time Naj in the backfield. They faked the Naj. Kenny looks. He's trying to scramble, and he's hit and sacked. He tried to spin away. He couldn't get away. And I believe that's Trey Hendrickson who got in on the sack on that. Yep, 91, Trey Hendrickson. Came in under the pressure. Kenny tried to spin away, but he ended up falling down. So Hendrickson's got his first sack of the day. And he's got 10.5 sacks this year. Kenny shotgun, sidecar left. 3 wide out set to the right. And a delayed handoff to Najee. Najee's going to run to his left, and he's going to run to about the 37-yard line. That's probably going to be about a 4-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Now, they said Mike Sullivan, the Steelers coach, not the Penguins coach, is going to be the offensive play caller. He's the quarterback's coach. And the interim offensive coordinator is the running backs coach. And Eddie Fichtner. Got 3rd and 14 coming up here. 7:10 to go in the first. Kenny alone in shotgun, sidecar left. Fires a pass in the middle. Pass caught first down to the 40, to the 35. Tackle to the 32-yard line. It's Pat Freiermuth. Once again with another 20-plus yard catch and run to our tight end. Similar type play that they ran on the first play from scrimmage. Needed 14. He got probably about... Needed 14. What did he get? About, let's say, 34. Kenny under center. 1st and 10 from the Bengals, 33. And the give is to Warren. Warren to the 30. Tries to break a tackle, and he's tackled at the 30-yard line for about a 3-yard gain. Six minutes left in the first. Kenny in a pistol this time. Actually, now he motions Najee to his right. On shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes the hand up to Najee. Looks to his left. Still looking left. Now scrambles left. Fires it, and he fires it at the feet of Najee Harris. And Najee's looking for a flag. He's got to get a flag. He thinks he was interfered with, even though the ball was thrown literally at the feet. And they are going to get the Bengals for pass interference. And it's going to be a new set of downs. They got Logan Wilson, 55, for the interference on Najee. So for the Bengals 23, the Steelers get a fresh set of downs. Getting alone in shotgun. Now motions the man back to his left. Or excuse me, right now. Takes the snap and gives the Najee. Najee's going to get to the 20. He's going to fight his way forward to the 15-yard line for an 8-yard gain. And he'll bring up second and short with 5:22 to go in the first. They're showing now 2nd and 2. Kenny alone. Now he motions the man alone in shotgun. Banana bunch to the left. Takes the snap. Looks left. Fires left. Passes. Caught for the touch. Oh, he couldn't hold on to it. It was intended for Deontay Johnson. It looked like he had the touchdown, but he couldn't hold on to it throughout the entire process. Deontay thought he had the touchdown. He thought he held on long enough for it. But they rule incomplete. Defender got his hands in there and jarred it loose. I believe that is the key. Yeah, the ball is coming ajar there. So, yeah, that's a good call. 3rd and 2 now. And they give to Warren. And Warren's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward. The ball come loose. And they didn't whistle it dead. And the Bengals have got it. And they're going to run with it all the way back to the own 40-yard line. They've ruled it a fumble and recovery by the Bengals. This is obviously going to get looked at here. Steelers thought he was down for sure before that ball came out. The overhead's not going to show anything here. We need a sideline shot. Oh boy, I think that ball came out before the knees were down. Knee down, but oh boy, I think the ball was already. Yeah, I think the ball was gone before the knee went down. Like this angle here is the one that's going to show it. Yeah, you can see it's loose there, and the knee's not quite down yet. So this is going to be a fumble and recovery by the Bengals. Excellent call by the refs there. Can't even dispute that one. 4:34 to go in the first. And the Steelers were driving. Keyword were. So instead of the Steelers potentially kicking a field goal to go up 3-0, Cincinnati has the ball at their own 40. See, we take a look at some out-of-town scores here while we're on commercial. So far, it looks like just a field goal affair. No one scored touchdowns yet. Tampa's up 3-0 on the Colts. Jacksonville's up 3-0 on Houston. And New Orleans is up 3-0 on Atlanta. Other than that, nothing. No score in Carolina. No score in New England. No score here. We were about to have one. Until a defender knocked the ball off of Warren's hand right at the last second. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, at least the Steelers are establishing here that they're actually willing to throw the ball in the middle of the field, and we've been 2 for 2 on that, with Frymouth getting 53 yards on it. Browning takes a shotgun snap, fires a pass down the middle. The pass is caught at midfield. That's Jamar Chase, and a flag is down as well. Probably going to be on the Steelers, and it'll be declined. It looks like it's on the other side of the field, though. That was against Joey Porter Jr. They're saying pass interference on it. It's declined anyway. So, according to Gene's territory, he's saying that the Steelers could have challenged this, and this would have been a touchdown. I thought there was still the Calvin Johnson rule here, where if you didn't survive the ground, it was an incomplete pass. We're going back to what is a catch. By the way, they ran the ball for 2 yards. Mixon ran the ball for 2 yards. 2nd and 8. And again, Mixon runs it, and Mixon's going to get another 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the Steeler 45. So you mean to tell me here, if we challenge that, even though it looked like an unwinnable challenge to begin with, so you mean to tell me, Gene, that this would have been, if the Steelers challenged this would have been a touchdown? That's what you're going to, are you going to feed me that horse hockey? 3rd and 5 for the Bengals. Browning on shotgun. Need the Steeler 40 for a first. And everything's whistled dead, and they're going to get the Bengals for a false start. I mean, T.J. Watt came in here on a bull rush there, right here. So I guess he came in on a bull rush because someone moved, and Tyler Boyd is going to be called for the false start. Clareton, PA zone. Yep, he flinched. So now 3rd and 5 turned into 3rd and 10 for Browning. Alone in shotgun, takes a snap, looks to his left, fires left, and it fires behind the line of scrimmage. Its pass is caught, and only getting to the 44-yard line is number 81. Can't tell who that was. And it's going to bring up 4th and 4. And it looks like the Bengals are going to go for this. They've been 5 of 11 with a banana bunch to the right. Play clock winding down. Are they actually going to take the snap? Nope, they're not going to take it. Just going to take the delay of game, and they're going to make the punt a little more cozy, if you will. Try to get the Steelers to jump. They don't jump, and with 1:42 to go, The punt unit will be out there. As they show Joe Burrow on the sideline. Done for the year. With a bad wrist. And hold on, we stopped the presses. We finally have a touchdown somewhere. And it was the Tennessee Titans who got on the board with Derrick Henry as they lead 7-0. Punt is away and a fair catch called for. And the Steelers will start from their own 11-yard line with 1:23 to go in the opening frame. Colts match the field goal with Tampa. It's now 3-3. Oh boy, it could be 3-0 here for the Steelers, or it could be 7-0 if we challenged it according to Gene Steratore. But no, the Steelers were head up and rushing a play out there instead of maybe actually looking at that. You mean to tell me that they actually could have made a silly ass challenge and maybe it would have worked? I mean, I thought my understanding of that damn rule is that I don't know. We've been under the impression for the last 5 or so years that we don't know what the fuck a catch is anymore. Yes, I'm going to refer to the fucking Jesse James game. Get off my back. Steelers remain scheduled for the year. I believe it's home for Arizona without looking, and then a quick Thursday transition against the New England Patriots at home. Then they got to travel at Indy. Then I believe the second Cincinnati game would be their last home game of the year, and finishing at Seattle and at Baltimore. I believe those are the last 6 after this. Kenny under center from his own 11. The quick handoff to Najee. Najee's going to run up the middle, and Najee's going to plow his way forward. And the pile's still moving. Najee's still running. He's still up and up to the 25 to the 30, and finally tackled to the 31-yard line. That's one of the rare times you see a pile up there here, and it kept moving for another 15 yards. Just kept the legs going, and he just somehow plowed his way through for an extra 10 yards. So it looked like probably a second and short. Now it's 1st and 10 from the Cincinnati 30, or excuse me, their own 31. Kenny in the pistol. Fake the Naj. Now he's going to bootleg to the right. And he's just going to run to the sideline, and he's going to run for about a 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 6 with 27 seconds left in the first. Could be the last play of the first. So far, 4 carries for Najee and 4 carries for 47 yards. And that will be the last play of the first quarter. We played one, and the same score remained. The score when we started the first is the same when we ended the first. Steelers nothing, Bengals, nothing. At least we've been more productive on offense than Cincinnati has. We've ran the ball for over 50 yards. Kenny's already past the halfway mark of what he threw last week. Again, it's just we would have been up 3-0 if Jalen Warren didn't know that fumble. I mean, it was knocked away from him. It wasn't like he just flat out lost it. It did get whacked off. It did get. I can't remember who it was that batted it off of him, but I almost said the wrong word. Well, the Falcons have scored a touchdown, and it's off a pick six. Derek Carr didn't quite do what Tim Boyle did the other day. It was a 92-yard pick six. So far, the only touchdowns today between the six games going on is from King Henry and Derek Carr being Derek Carr. You would think that was Jameis Winston who put that in there. Jameis Winston, not Jameson Winston. Got to get my names right. So far we've had at least 3 plays. I think we've had 3 plays of 20-plus yards so far. I forgot they actually did the good. Looking at the commercials, I forgot they were doing the second Good Burger movie. As we start the second quarter, so far the story has been the Steelers have been outgaining the Bengals, but they did have the turnover that kept points off the board. 108 yards, 5 first downs. Second down, 5. Kenny under center. With Warren in the backfield. And they give to Warren. And Warren's just going to get maybe 1, if anything. That was Hubbard, number 94, on the tackle. So 3rd and 4 coming up. And we got 3rd and 3 coming up. Kenny on shotgun, sidecar left. Neither on 41 for a first. Fires deep to the right. The pass is going to be caught by Deontay Johnson, well into Bengals territory, inside the Bengals 25 for a first down. Just threw a deep one to Deontay, and Deontay beat his man. He got 1 step on him, and that was all he needed. Colts just took a 10-3 lead off a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. 1st and 10 from the Bengals 23. Delayed handoff to Najee, and Najee's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And just hold on to the ball this time. Just at least get points on the board. Bengals haven't done anything on offense yet. 13 minutes left in the second. Second down 10. Kenny on shotgun. Now he's looking to his left. Fires to his left. The pass is going to be incomplete. There was a lot of it was intended for Frymouth. Frymouth wants a flag, but it looks like the ref said, no, your feet got tangled. So it'll be third down and 10. Yeah, their feet got tangled up there. They're not going to call that. I mean, generally, if both guys get their feet tangled up and they both go down, they're not going to call anything. Yes, it should. That shouldn't be left up. That shouldn't be a flag. Kenny on shotgun sidecar left. On third and 10. Fires a quick pass. Pass is almost intercepted. Falls incomplete. Was intended for Deontay Johnson. Or did he get hit as he threw it? Yeah, he got hit as he threw it. Daxton Hill got hit Kenny's arm as he was trying to release it. And Boswell will come out for a 41-yard field goal. From the left hash. Snap, hold. Kick is up and right down Broadway it goes. And so the Steelers, this time they do cash in on a solid drive. 12:39 left. Steelers 3, Bengals nothing. Sorry, I'm looking down at the screen here. I'm looking at the Yahoo stat tracker. And Giants had a 4th and 5. It looked like they were about ready to line up for a 52-yard field goal, and then they took a delay of game. Yikes. That game might be 7-3 by the time that's over. But, I mean, so far what I've seen out of the Steelers offense, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I mean, had 3 big pass plays out of Kenny, especially on third down. I think all 3 of those were on third down, actually. The 2 to Frymouth down the middle, they got big first downs. I think those were on third down. I think the 1 to Deontay was also third down. And they kick us away. And it's a little squib kick and returnable to the 25-30, 35-40, and finally tackled at the 47-yard line, their own 47. So the squib kick here actually works to the benefit of of the Bengals, and they're going to have excellent field position. They're showing Jody Porter Jr. is going to have his hands full of Jamar Chase as Browning goes on shotgun from his own 47. Fires a quick pass caught beyond the 50 and tackled at the 47-yard line for about a 6-yard gain. Ooh, Steelers got away with a face mask there. That would have added 15 onto that. Second down and 4. Browning under center. I imagine this is going to go to Mixon. No, they faked the Mixon. Fires across, passes tipped it. Somehow caught by Chase to the 35-30. Steelers make 25-20 and finally out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. The ball was batted in the air, but somehow Chase able to keep it here, and it's still somehow found its way to Chase. Oh, great googly moogly. Who batted that? 38? First and 10 from the Steelers 16. Browning takes the snap. Fires a quick screen pass to Mixon. Mixon's going to get to about the 11-yard line for a 5-yard gain. Second down 5. Fake the Mixon. Screen pass to the 5. Touchdown Bengals. And that was the number 89, Drew Sample. And the only guy that touched Sample was his own guy. Yeah, Sample ran over his own guy to get in. Extra point is up and good. 10:30 to go, and the Bengals lead 7-3. God, just one ridiculous bounce set them up. Actually, a couple if you count the freaking kickoff. And Jacksonville's up 10-0 on Houston. God almighty. God, it's such a freak play too. It's like it makes you wonder where that ball what that ball would have looked like if it wasn't batted. It was like it was better for Jamar Chase that it was batted in the air the way it was. Christ. Kickoff away, probably a touchback. Yep. Because, of course. Like I said, this is going to be more of a reaction than a play-by-play, so. Yeah, look at that. We doubled them in yards, but yet they're up 7-3. Imagine that. County shotgun, 1st and 10, fires a quick pass down the middle, pass caught by Darnell Washington to the 30. He's going to fall forward, got a first down. Needed 10, he got probably exactly 10. And the give up on 1st and 10 to Warren to his right. Warren's going to try to turn the corner. He's going to get maybe 3 yards. Bring up 2nd and about, let's say, a long 7. Second and 7, Kenny under center. And the pitch to Warren again to the right. Warren going to get to the 40, and that's just you got to say he got to the 41 for a gain of 3. So we'll bring up 3rd and 4. Showing again Eddie Faulkner, who's going to be the interim OC. Kenny alone shotgun, well, it was. Now Warren motions to his right. Takes a snap, looks to his left, passes behind everybody. Was intended for Deontay Johnson, but Kenny here threw it behind everybody, and that's going to fall incomplete. It's going to be 4th. Jesus. And he didn't even look to his right to see anybody. He didn't even look to his right. He just went with his first read and just went with that, and he threw behind everybody. $8:16 to go in the second. It's 7-3. Punt went in the end zone for a touchback, by the way. Houston scored 10-7 Jacksonville. Indy scored again, 17-3 now, Colts. This time Minshew ran it in for a score. I mean, Kenny has already thrown for more yards than what he did last week. He's at 115 right now. I mean, they immediately showed a replay where Freiermuth was standing there basically by himself. That probably would have been a first down catch. From his own 20, Browning. And they give the Mixon. Mixon's going to get hit and then fall forward to the 24-yard line for a 4-yard gain. Second down 6 on a shotgun snap. Looks to his right, pass caught, and hit immediately for about a 1-yard gain by T.J. Watt was 84 Wilson. So it'll be 3rd and 5. And confusion there on the keep showing the reps here for some reason. I'm going to try this again. 3rd and 5, alone in shotgun. And we got more whistling. What the hell now?
The clock on the ribbon at the end of the field are working correctly. These two are malfunctioning. If there's any way to shut those two off, please do it. Thank you. You're welcome. And now someone has to take care of it. It's detailed in the field. This will work. These two don't.
Yeah, so it's a play clock issue. Try this again for a 3rd and 5. Can we actually have actually run the damn third down play. Pretty sure Browning's impatient about it as well. Yep.
The clock, if it could be shut off until they are working correctly.
Are we going to spend all day trying to figure out the goddamn clock? Don't you have your own damn clock on your wristband or some shit? Oh, for crying out loud. And now it reads zeros on the scoreboard there. Finally, a snap. And Browning scrambling to his left. He looks, and he's going to be hit and sacked. Hit and sacked. That is Nick Herbig, our 4th-round draft pick this past April. Uncle Tim, if you're watching, I'm reading that comment. So I thought all touchdowns were automatic review. I'm like, if they called it a touchdown, it's automatically reviewed, but they didn't call it a touchdown. They called it incomplete. So the Steelers would have had to challenge it in order for that to be a review. They only review scoring plays that are called scoring plays, not potential ones. So that one falls on Tomlin and his crew for not. I mean, did they only look at it for like 2 seconds and say, "Don't even bother"? They were probably going to make it stand anyway, which chances are it probably was. Even though Steratore was going on saying, "I was like, well, we think he did enough to make a call a touchdown." I'm like, it's 2023. We don't know what the fuck a catch is anymore. Refs would have made that stand just to spite themselves. Ooh, ETN got hurt for the Jaguars. No points yet in the New England Giants game, even though New England's inside the Giants' 30. Atlanta's now up 14-6. Carolina got a field goal. Congratulations. Here's your free cookie. And we have I guess a clock is malfunctioning for the TV screen as well. Kenny takes a shotgun snap, fires a quick pass to his left, and the pass is caught for an 8-yard gain. That's Pat Fryer move. So right now they're not showing a clock at all here on the television screen. So Kenny on a shot on a pistol, and he goes up the middle, and that was Najee going up the middle for a first down run to the Bengals 42-yard line. I guess there's around 5 minutes left, according to Yahoo's stat tracker. Even though the stat tracker is a game one play ahead. Of the feed here. And a delayed handoff to Najee up the middle. Najee's going to get to about the 37-yard line for a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming. And to fake the handoff. Kenny's going to look left. He's going to fire a screen pass to Warren, and Warren is going to lose 5 yards. Fired a quick screen pass, and here in Hilton on the tackle. Fucking hell. Second and 5, and you throw a screen pass, and you lost 5 fucking yards. Are we sure Canada's not there? And Kenny throws that one way over everyone's head. Now it's 4th down. This is the kind of shit I was talking about. Everyone that was riding Kenny Pickett's dick about, oh, it was backhand and backhand. I'm like, throwing balls behind guys, throwing balls 10 yards above guys. Like, Harvin's punt is away. This is his 3rd one. I imagine it'll be at least 6 more of these. And a fair catch called for at the 11-yard line.
On the field is kind of the backup game clock operator throughout the entire contest. It's the side judge in this case, number 36, Anthony Jeffries. He keeps the time of the game always on the field in real time as well with the watch that he has attached to him. You can see looking down now.
They're saying it's 3:16 left as the Bengals will start their own 11. Hand off to Mixon. Mixon maybe gets a yard. Derrick Henry has run for his 2nd touchdown of the game to make it 14-3, Tennessee over Carolina. Now Brian going to load shotgun on 2nd and 9. And somehow escapes a sack, and he fires a pass. The pass is caught to the 30, to the 35. And a flag down. And they got him. Oh, God. They got the Steelers roughing the passer. They got TJ Watt. Oh, for crying out loud, TJ. Fucking 5 minutes late on that hit. So now the Bengals are in Steelers territory at the Steeler 48. I guess we found the 2-minute warning. Even though the clock operator, it seems like the clock is malfunctioning is functioning as well as Matt Canada's offense, or what the fuck? Oh, this is like nauseating to say the bare minimum. I'll get to the out of town scores when we get to halftime. Or in the Patriots Giants case, if there is a score to update. And just a quick note, Cincinnati will get the ball to start the third quarter, too. No one's used the timeout yet. Imagine that'll change here. Bengals 1st and 10 from the Steelers 48. Ball batted in the air and almost intercepted. That was Trenton Thompson who almost picked it off. It would have been a great play if he somehow reeled that in. And Brian takes a snap, looks to his right, fires right, pass caught to the 45, and out of bounds is Tyler Boyd at the 43-yard line for a 5-yard gain. And we have a whistle, and the Steelers will call their first time out of the half. 3rd and 5 for Browning. Takes a snap, looks to his left, fires left, passes incomplete. Was quietly hoping they would have called it a fumble. That way, that was intended for Tyler Boyd. Oh, no, that wasn't even close to being a catch anyway. Great. Joey Porter Jr. came in with the bat to bat that one down. And the punt is away, and it goes in the end zone for a touchback. So we have 1:38 left in the second. Getting him 1st and 10 from their own 20, fires a quick pass, and that's to Deontay Johnson for about 4 yards. 1:34 left. Second and 6. And Kenny takes the snap. Fires again to his left at Frymuth with a catch. And Frymuth's got a first down to the 35-yard line. Needed 6. He got 11. Clock is running. 1:20. Still have 2 timeouts yet. Kenny running the hurry up. Takes the snap. Fires to the middle. Passes again. That's Frymuth again. And Frymuth's got another 15, 16 yards for another first down for the Steelers. And this time they will use a timeout with 1:05 to go in the second. Frymuth having an excellent first half. From the Bengal 49. Frymuth has 5 for 88 yards. And Kenny fakes the run, and he's going to just take it and run himself and slide down for 3 yards. And they run the hurry up again, this time on 2nd and 7. Kenny scrambling right. Just dinks one off to Najee Harris, and Najee's only going to get about 4 yards, but there's a flag down. And it looks like they're going to call a hold on the Steelers. And they got Broderick Jones for holding. Yeah, whatever. 2nd and 17, 44 seconds left. From their own 49. And Kenny fires this one, and it fires it low. Just threw that ball on the ground 2 yards in front of Freiermuth. I don't know if was this bad as he threw it. Well, it was hit as he threw it, so. So 3rd and long upcoming here. Need the Bengals 39 for a first. And just a draw hit off the Warren up the middle, and Warren's just going to get to the 48-yard line of the Bengals. They just flat out gave up. Got 221 yards of offense. The Bengals don't even have 100. And we're down 7-3. The Bengals call time over 33 seconds up to see if they can do anything. Harvin out for his 4th punt of the day. And the Steelers will down it at the Bengals 8-yard line. Fuck. I'll move that over there. Bengals might just take a knee and just go to the locker room. Yep, they're just going to take knees. Or one knee will do it. So the Steelers have put up 221 yards of offense, but still only 3 fucking points. I'll just give you the quick out-of-town scores here before I go down there and get more beer. Jacksonville's leading Houston 13-7. Here it's almost at halftime there. The Giants, oh my God, we actually have points in the Giants-Patriots game. The Giants scored a touchdown, 7-0. Almost at half there. All these games here. The Steelers were the first game to get the halftime here, so all these are at the 2-minute warning or less. Colts 17-10 over Tampa. Tennessee 14-3 over Carolina. Atlanta's driving up 14-9. So that might be a 21-9 or 17-9 before half. Okay, I'll be right back.
AAA Insurance offers competitive rates with our most trusted roadside assistance service. It's fast and easy to find out how much you can save with AAA Insurance. Visit AAA.com now.
Removing lead from our school's drinking water. See who's making the grade tomorrow at 6.
How annoying. I mean, since his touchdown, kind of bullshit here because Jesus Christ, how the hell is he get this Jamar Chase get a lucky bounce like that? The ball came in better here. I mean, Jesus. Like, how bad was that throw going to be if it didn't get batted? Crying out loud. I mean, I know everyone's going to talk about that review. Everyone's going to talk about Tomlin not challenging that would-be touchdown. They weren't going to call it a touchdown, I don't think. Yeah, it was like, oh, well, Gene Steratore says it could have been a touchdown. I'm like, well, Gene's not working for him. He just works for the network. He's not working with the officials. Big difference. There was no way in hell that that was going to be called a touchdown because they called it an incomplete already. They'd be like, well, the call stands because we said so. I mean, other than that touchdown drive here, here Bengals haven't done jack, dick, and shit on offense. Land didn't do shit on all. Hear that? What the hell happened there? Yeah, he threw a pick, didn't he? No, they did. Nice job, jackass. And we're about to start the third quarter here. And as I said, Bengals will start. God, they're showing that batted ball that Chase ended up with. Fucking hell. Such a bullshit touchdown. Well, it wasn't a touchdown, but it resulted in one. Showing Deontay Johnson. Oh, boy. What the fuck? Okay, I can see why they're saying Deontay Johnson's going to be run out of town with his no-effort play there on that fumble that Warren had. Hey, Chicago, you want to trade us another second-round pick for a shitty wide receiver? Worked the first time. Kickoff is actually run back and gotten back to the 26-yard line. It's easy to get the ball moving when you get lucky fucking bounces. And the first down run is getting it back to just to the line of scrimmage is Mixon, where he actually slipped. Yeah, the show the Steelers only had the Steelers had 221 yards in the first half. 249 last week. Yeah, we only have 3 points. That's the number I'm looking at. Yeah, we're getting yards. Good. Not getting anything else, though. And a quick throw there on to the right, and it was batted down. Larry ends up batted it down, so very quickly 3rd and 9 coming up here. Third down and 9 coming up here. See if the Steelers can force a quick 3 and out. A loaded shotgun is Browning. They've yet to convert a 3rd down today. Takes the snap. Fires a quick slant pass caught, and there's the first down to the 40 and tackled at the 42-yard line. I had to fucking speak up, didn't I? Hadn't had one all day. Until now. Zivas, I don't know how the hell you say his name. And a draw hit or fake the handoff, and Brian's going to run to the 45 and slide down at about the 47-yard line for a quick 5 yards. Third and long, and they fucking gave it up. Second down and 4 coming up in shotgun. Motions a man left and a draw hand up to Mixon. Mixon's going to try and stiff arm his way for a couple of yards here, but he's only going to get it maybe 1 yard on that here. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up. Third and 3 from their own 49. They needed to steal a 48 for a first. Takes a snap. Fires a quick slant pass is caught for a first down to the Steeler 46-yard line. 87 for the Bengals on the catch. From the Steeler 46, they're on shotgun first and 10. He'll take the snap, fires deep to the right, passes caught by Jamar Chase for a first down to the 25-yard line. That was well covered. Just a great catch by Jamar Chase. Catch. 1, 2. Yeah. He actually got 3 steps in there before he stepped out of bounds. First and 10 from inside the Steeler 25, actually the 21. Under center. And to give the Mixon, Mixon's got nothing. Maybe a yard of that. So the Bengals aren't able to run the ball on us. Here, Mixon's been pretty much a non-factor in this game. From the Steeler 20 on 2nd and 9. Looking. Got all day to throw. Finally throws it to the middle, and the pass is caught for maybe a 2-yard gain. That's 81 for the Bengals with the catch. I would have actually felt like doing it. I guess it's Irv Smith Jr. Got 3rd down and 6. They need the Steeler 11 for a first. Takes the snap. Looks through his left. Fires the pass. It's intercepted. Trenton Thompson. Bad throw, and Trenton Thompson jumped it. And the Steelers will take over from their own 20. And that's one that Browning wants back. Yeah, I'm seeing freaking Bob Pompiani talk about that play where Deontay basically gave no effort. He said, never give up on a play until you hear a whistle. He wasn't even in the play. Like, he just took 2 steps and looked at it. Doesn't even go for the ball. He's not even looking at it. He just like did the. Like, oh my God, just when we thought we hear the Antonio Brown thing, here we thought we were done with the freaking wide receiver drama. No, instead we went from AB to Juju, now we got freaking Deontay. So when is George Pickett's going to be a freaking problem? Even if we get rid of Deontay, we drafted Buquay from Ohio State, he'll be a problem. Kenny throws a screen pass to Warren. Warren gets to the 25-30, first down, 35, and down to the 37-yard line. It's like wide receivers. It's like wide receivers in the Steelers just don't mess well, like for some freaking reason in this century. Yeah, just a terrible throw by Browning. I mean, it's still a good play made by Thompson, but still, like, I don't know why you're even throwing that ball. As Najee goes up the middle for about 4 yards. I mean, you see shit like that here with Deontay just not even putting any effort behind that ball. I'm like, that should have been an ass chewing at halftime. And said, hey, we'll throw Allen Robinson the second out there then. Kenny throws a pass. The pass is dropped. That was intended for George Pickens, but the throw might have been off target anyway. And it's now 3rd and 5. I don't know if it hit George in the hands or not, but it was still. Yeah, the throw came in earlier than probably what he wanted to throw that because he had pressure coming from Hilton. From their own 41, they need their own 46 for a first. Takes a snap, looks left. Or excuse me, looks right. Pass caught. First down. That's Calvin Austin, the third. Needed 5. He got 6. Yes, Deontay even out on the field. I'm seeing George. I'm seeing 11. That's Robinson. And the pitch to Warren, and Warren's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Kenny 15 of 22 for 170. And they give the Warren up the middle, and Warren's going to get to about the Bengal 48 for a gain of about 5. It'll be 3rd and 4. Patriots and Giants are tied at 7. You both fucking suck. Kenny takes a snap on 3rd and 4. Fires to the middle. Pass caught. Fried with first down to the 40 to the 39-yard line. Needed 4. He got 9. And Fryermuth getting close to having a 100-yard day. First and 10 from the Bengal 39. Kenny takes a shotgun snap. Scrambles to his left. Fires left. Pass caught. George Pickens. And George is going to fight his way for the first down. He needed 10. He got exactly 10. And I guess Mac Jones got benched. Yet again. From the Bengal 29 now. Pitch to Najee. Najee's going to try to turn the corner to the left, and he's going to get about, looks like 5 yards there. 4:34 to go in the third. Second and 4 now. Imagine this will be a draw to Najee up the middle. Nope, they don't. It's just Kenny taking a shotgun snap. He's going to be hit and sacked. Lost 2 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 6. Yeah, Deontay was open, but he didn't even look that way because he was surrounded. Third and 6. And we got a whistle here. And Cincinnati will call their first time out of the half. We have to remark these things. And so Cincinnati is left with 2 for the remainder of this half, or game, I guess. Could see overtime. From the Bengal 25, they need the Bengal 19 for a first. On 3rd and 6, Kenny looks left. Fires left. Pass caught. Frymuth first down. Needed 6, got 7. And I believe that is enough to put Frymuth over 100 yards receiving for the day. $106 yards receiving for Pat Frymuth on 7 catches. Give the Warren to the 15, to the 10, and he's going to be tackled at the 8-yard line for a 9-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 1, 2:20 to go in the third. Kenny under center this time. Pitch to Warren, and Warren gets to the 5, and he'll have a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Needed 1, he got about 3 as we approach 2 minutes left in the third. With 1st and goal from the 5 coming up. Third quarter going kind of quick here. K under center. Banana bunch to the right. Now motions to Robinson to the left. Give to Najee. Najee's getting the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. We have a flag down. There's a flag on the field. On the thrown to the opposite end of the field. They might have gotten Robinson for a legal shift. And it looks exactly what that is. Oh, never mind. They picked it up. No flag for holding. So the Najee Harris touchdown stands. Extra point by Boz is good. 1:34 to go in the third. And the Steelers have retaken the lead. It's 10-7, thanks in large part to Trenton Thompson's interception inside the red zone. We have over 300 yards of total offense after just 3 quarters. The last time we officially eclipsed 400 yards of total offense was that AFC wildcard game against the Cleveland Browns, where it was basically over before the second quarter. Kickoff away and through the end zone for a touchback. Great block by Darnell Washington to spring Najee Harris free. They're saying he held them, but they were both holding each other, really. And a late handoff, or excuse me, not a delayed handoff here. Play action. Pass is caught by Tyler Boyd for a first down. And we're under a minute to go in the third. Here, Browning under center with a banana bunch to the left. And again, they fake the handoff, and he's hit. He's going to break free, and he's going to run to the sideline. He's going to be tackled for about a 3-yard gain. He was under some pressure there by Benton and T.J. Watt. And this will bring up 2nd and 6, and likely will be the last play of the third quarter. And they give the Mixon. Mixon's going to get he's only going to get a yard, but we got laundry all over the field. And they're going to get the Bengals for a hold. That is Irv Smith Jr., number 81, is getting called for the hold. So it's going to make it 2nd and 16. And that's the last play of the third quarter. Steelers trying to keep a hold of a playoff spot. Currently, right now, they would hold the last wild card. But they got a lot of teams hot on their trail. Out of town scores. Atlanta is leading 14-12 on New Orleans. It's 17-10 Tennessee and Carolina in one of the Tank Bowls. The other Tank Bowl, it is 7-all, and Bailey Zappi has replaced Mac Jones for like the 17th time. And Indianapolis has doubled up on Tampa. It's 20-10. And Jacksonville is driving on Houston, even though Houston has a 14-13 lead late in the third. And, almost picked off. Casey had an interception, and it went off his hands and right into Jamar Chase's hands again. He's had 2 catches like that. The fuck? It's now 3rd and 2. They only went for 14 yards. It's 3rd and 2 from their own 43. Need the 45. Pass caught, first down. They needed 3. Needed 2. They got 3. Flag down though. Steelers won offensive PI. And they do get the offensive PI. They get Tamer Hudson on that. Or Tanner Hudson, excuse me. So it's now 3rd and 12. Still need their own 45 for a first from their own 33, alone in shotgun. He looks, he's going to be hit, and this time they'll get him. They'll get him for the sack. TJ Watt and Cam Hayward in on the sack. And that'll be 4th down. Alex Highsmith flushed him forward, and TJ Watt and Cam Hayward came in and did the rest. And the punt is away. And fair catch call for him right out of bounds anyway was Austin at about the 32. We got a flag down, however. Calling a hold. They call for holding here on a fair catch punt. It was Tari Carpenter who got called for a penalty, so we're going to be backed up about a good 10 yards at least. And Jacksonville's made it 21-14 with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion converted by both converted by Calvin Ridley. See if the Steelers can add on to that lead. I would prefer a touchdown out of this. As they're previewing the SEC championship game between Georgia and Alabama. Alabama with a miracle fourth and goal from the 30. to keep their playoff hopes alive. And Kenny on a bootleg left. He's going to fire, or he's going to dump one off to Connor Hayward, and Hayward's going to get maybe 2 yards. $12:40 to go in the fourth. And Kenny takes a snap. Looks left, fires a deep left ball. Pass is almost caught by a diving effort by George Pickens. And Pickens is slow to get up. Oh, boy. Just what we need, more receiving issues. Well, this one being, Pickens being hurt. Looks like Pickens is fine. Probably got the wind knocked out of him. It looks like 3rd and 9. And Kenny throws a quick pass. Caught, first down to the 35. And tackled at the 35 is Deontay Johnson. No piss poor effort there. Here he almost didn't reel that in. It almost slipped out of his hands, but he was able to hang on to it and get the first. Kenny on a pistol this time. And fires a quick pass, and the pass is caught by Robinson. And Robinson's going to get to about the 42-yard line, but there's a flag down. That's going to be offensive pass interference on Deontay Johnson. That's Miles Boykin who's going to get called for it. Yeah, Boykin started engaging on the blocking before the catch was made. So 1st and 10 turned to 1st and 20. from their own 25. They need their own 45 for a first. And a draw hand up to Warren, and Warren's going to get just probably, looks like just 4 yards on that one. It's going to be 2nd and 16. And Pickens is back out there. 2nd and 15, they're marking it. And fires it to Fryermuth, and Fryermuth's going to catch it, but only catch for about a 6-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Third and 8. Need their own 45. Takes a snap. Fires deep left. The pass is going to be caught by Pickens to the 30, to the 25, and out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Pickett dropped a dime to Pickens, and he took a. From the Bengal 20. Kenny under center. And delayed handoff to Najee. Najee's going to go up the middle for maybe 2 yards. And the clock winding, 9:15 to go. A touchdown here would be huge. Second down 8. Draw hand up to Najee up the middle. Najee's going to get probably just another 2 yards there. Third and 6. Kenny looks. Fires, passes, incomplete. Intended for Pickens. Pickens wants a flag, but he's not going to get it. Oh, excuse me, that was Deontay Johnson who wanted a flag. I think that was just a well-timed play there by the defender there. And it's just going to bring up 4th and 6, and Boswell's going to be out there for 34 yards. And that just sliced in. He just barely got that one through, so 8:03 left. So just by a whisker, it's 13-7. Rather prefer his touchdown there, especially with the way that drive was going. And the kickoff is through the end zone for a touchback. And Browning from his own 25. Takes a snap, fires pass caught. But only getting the 2-yard catch is Hudson. Now 2nd and 7. Takes a snap, fires a pass caught again. It's Hudson. And Hudson's forward progress gives him about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. $6:50 to go in the game. Takes a snap, looks. T.J. Watt with a sack. 3rd of the game. And the punt unit is out. They're saying that's only a second. I guess they gave Cam Hayward the credit for the sack earlier. And Harvin takes the punt. He ran backwards and he lost a couple yards. He's going to be tackled at his own 34. And Atlanta's up 21-12 on New Orleans with a Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have taken a 10-7 lead midway through the fourth. So right now, that that Trenton Thompson interception that kept points off the board for the Bengals that ultimately led to a touchdown by Najee Harris being the difference in this game so far. First and 10 from their own 33. Give the Najee. Najee to the 40. 45 first down midfield and finally hit out of bounds at the Bengal 45-yard line. Gain of about 22 on that run. And the clock continuing to wind, and Bengals only have 2 timeouts with 5.5 left. Under center this time. And again, they give the Naj. Naj's going to run to his right. He's going to try to turn the corner to the 40. He's got a first down to the 35 and finally tackle out of bounds for a 12-yard gain. And the clock continuing to run. 5:05 left. And the chains keep moving. And now any score is huge for the Steelers. And this is officially the first game of 400-plus yards since week 2 of the COVID year against Denver. So well over 3 years since the last time the Steelers put up 400. But they're only up 6 here. Bootleg here is Kenny. Kenny is going to throw a pass it to the 30, to the 25, and tackle for another first down. This is Allen Robinson, the second. Needed 10 and got exactly 10. And the clock continuing to roll. 4:20 left. From the Bengal 21. Kenny under center. And they give the Najee. Najee bounces off a tackle. And he's actually going to lose the yard in the process. And the clock at 3:46, and I believe that's where the Bengals are starting to call timeouts, and that's exactly it. I will say this, the Steelers have played a lot better on offense as opposed to last week. Much better. 63 plays to 37, 418 yards to 175. Been on the field 12 more minutes than the Bengals. And 21 first downs as opposed to 9 for the Bengals. Even though they've only put up 13 points, can't help but notice that the offense has played significantly better than what it was in recent weeks. Second down and 11. Steelers at the Bengals 22. And delayed enough to Warren. And Warren is going to lose a yard. And it's going to be very quickly 3rd and 12 with 3:41 to go. And the Bengals have called their third and final timeout. So only the 2-minute warning can stop the clock for the Bengals. And it's 24-14, Jacksonville over Houston with 11 minutes left. Third and 12, they need the 11 for a first down. And takes a snap. Fires a pass to the middle. It's caught by Fryermuth, but Fryermuth's going to be well short of a first down. Gets down to the 16. He was 5 yards shy of it. But the clock will continue to run, and Chris Boswell will be out for a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. And we have an injured player on the field. Looks like an injured Bengal down. Ooh. Whoever tackled Fryermuth here, his ankle got caught up in the turf. And he was immediately wincing in pain and that's 55, Logan Wilson. Speaking of 2-possession games, the Colts have extended their lead to 27-17 midway through the fourth. I imagine the Steelers are just glad this run down and they call a timeout. And they do. 2:55 left in the fourth. And showing that the Bills and Eagles are coming up next, along with the Chiefs and the Raiders. Check your local listings. Boswell's been 2 of 2 today. So far, he's been the difference as far as the scoreboard's concerned. This one from 33 yards in the left hash. Snap, hold up. This one's good. And with 2:51 to go, the Steelers have extended their lead to 16-7. And New Orleans have they kicked 5 field goals today? Yep. New Orleans with their 5th field goal is now 21-15. And Kenny Pickett has gone to 208 straight pass attempts without throwing an interception, which is an all-time record. And with no timeouts and a 2-possession gap, Bengals are going to be on the hurry up here. And Browning takes the quick snap, throws a quick screen to Mixon. Mixon is a 30, 35, 40. 45 still on his feet, 45, 50 to the 40, still on his feet to the 35. And that's exactly what Cincinnati needed, was a big play early on in the drive. Cincy would like to get a score before the 2-minute warning. Missed tackle in there too. Gave him much more extra yards than what that should have been. That was a 44-yard play, it looks like. From the Steeler 36. 2:40. Again, no timeouts. Browning fires, passes, incomplete, off of the hands of 80. Wallace was in on the. I don't think he would have gotten in bounds even if he did reel that in. Second and 10. Bengals need a field. Fires a quick pass. Pass is caught. That's 29-yard line. And it's going to be third and about. They're showing the closing. They're zooming in on Browning's hand. I guess his hand got dinged up at some point. 3rd and 2. Fires a quick slant pass, incomplete, intended for Tyler Boyd. And that's going to bring up 4th and 2. There's still 2:09 left. But they'll obviously need the field goal. They obviously need the field goal here, so we'll see if they can get if McPherson can reel one in. He's been 16 of 20 so far, as long as it's 56. This one from 47, and this one's right down Broadway with 2:04 left. So they still have the 2-minute warning yet, so obviously this is going to be an onside kick. I can't remember if the clock's going to run. On the kick. And with the way the new rules are in place here, it's hard to get an onside kick anymore. But they need this one here. And the Steelers will call a timeout. So it's a very important note here with 2:04 left. I believe the clock won't run. So if the Steelers do recover it, but that clock doesn't move, they can't run the clock out. They're showing the remaining schedule. Their next two at home with Arizona, then the Thursday with New England. They got to go at Indy, and then the second meeting with the Bengals, and then they got to go at Seattle and at Baltimore to finish the year off. So a very reasonable schedule. The second easiest remaining schedule behind Kansas City. The all-important onside coming up here. Kicking from the 35, they need the 45. And the Steelers have it. And the Steelers wanted the clock to run. George Pickens ended up with the ball, and he started to run with it to get the clock running. I think the clock should have been running. He did get it and started running with it. He didn't give himself up.
Textbook by Danny Smith troops. 2-minute warning. In Cincinnati.
And they're saying that it is the 2-minute warning, which means they'll just got to take 3 knees, and that's it. And that should do it. Yep, 2-minute warning. That should just run the clock dead right there. And that's a big win for the Steelers and a vital one. If they want to, as Houston scored a touchdown, it's 24-20 with a point after pending.
Right away, if Cincinnati doesn't attempt to tackle him, then he just goes down. They would have had the 2-minute warning. It would have forced the Steelers to run some plays and try to get a first down. Instead, Cincinnati can't stop the clock. And Pittsburgh's going to let it run out here.
Yeah, we only scored 16, but the fact that we actually were putting up many yards and actually outgained the team this time. I get it. It's Cincinnati without Joe Burrow. But after last week, you'll take anything. We'll take it for sure. 7-4, we still hold on to a wild card.